Greetings, my friends. This is Maerlande, and let's continue with the tournament prep game and my Kailasa. So I'm showing, let me confirm here, this is turn 11, my archive of turn 11. These are the orders that I submitted. So you can see there's some threat. Now I should comment, we just hit turn 24, so I'm going to record up to turn 14 today, depending on the time. So we'll start here with 11. So let's start off the classic way. We'll just here's the turn number. So year one is almost done, and as you can see, it's a disaster. It's a disaster. So Helheim is doing a very fine job of just running around with highly buffed, very well done Vanyaros. So hasn't got his blasts up, so let's just watch him. Let's see his initial script. Okay, he's blast. So the blast is, we've seen this before, awe and dread. Okay. He's slightly damaged. No big deal. I don't think it's going to make. Okay, he's doing mist form. Yikes. And what else is he doing? Boy, air shield. Holy moly's. We can go a little faster. And blur. And Holy Avenger. Oh my. And then run. So how's his fatigue? 54. Now I personally would have had him hold a couple turns. Just reduce the fatigue a tiny bit. Encumbrance is 4, so no big deal. He'll be fine. But and these are actually fairly half-decent troops. Decent. A bit of protection. Spears. Oh, some of them are already damaged. Okay. Well, maybe I forgot last turn. But you could see there's awe going off. They just can't do diddly. And then the dread gets them almost instantly. Now here comes the tougher guys. But even so, look at the difference here. Defense at 25, attack at 17. And how about these poor guys? Let's look at this guy. Yeah, so the Van hits him. He gets hit by fear. He passed his morale check. The horse tried to hit him. Didn't work because it got repelled. Yeah. But so what? It doesn't really matter. They're going to run before. Oh, and the Holy Avenger goes off and they get whacked and that guy's bleeding. Oh my. Yeah, so this is really effective. Not cheap. These guys are, what are they here? Where the heck's the cost? Yeah, look at that upkeep. 152 gold per year. I think they're 510. I could look it up, but it's not a huge issue. I know there's a place here. Is it under... Where the heck do we see how much they cost? Well, anyways, it doesn't particularly matter. They're just awfully darn good. So he does another of the same. It just totally does it. He does that one. And then, okay, well, I send him packing off my capital. Let's see what worked. I suspect he just got shot. So that cleared my capital this turn. Okay, so up here we got the Mercata. They're going to kind of keep him busy. They might, maybe, no, they're not going to get forward enough. So they're going to miss. Yeah, look at that. I knew they'd miss. We could speed this up. Oh, he lost his horse. And his weakened. Even so. However, that's going to seriously, well, it's not hugely affecting fatigue, but it is a bit. Oh, and it ran. Wow, did it run quick? Oh, he had it on retreat. That is not a route, that is a decision. Okay, he just decided to retreat. Now, that guy may or may not have survived the retreat. It probably did. I don't have enough scouts to really see. All we got there is some PD. Here, bunch of mercs. Oh, look at that. He spent a lot of money on mercs. Kind of knew that. Okay, so he's going to put me under siege. And you can see I have chosen not to try to patrol my capital. I bought a little bit of province defense. It's not really going to do any good, but there's leftover gold. Let's see. Buying. Okay, I've gone for some Batavis, and I'm going for scouts because my theory that I went off is I need to be able to watch the provinces around me. And I'm tight on gold. Now, whether or not the Atavi were worth it in hindsight, I probably should have gone for big bandars. Better siege defense. Siege defense inside is okay. But my thought was, if I remember correctly, was if I can sticks and stones him enough, I might be able to crack the mist form and things. Still, mostly it's just let's make sure the walls stay up. So the walls are in fine shape right now. I think that's it for turn 11. There's no signs of anything else. We've looked over the messages. What was the event? Oh, great. Unrest. Well, that kind of sucks. It's not a heck of a lot, but okay. Well, I think that's it for turn 11. So let's jump ahead to turn 12. And this is depressing as well, but, you know. I fumbled expansion. I pay the price. Here comes turn 12. Okay, so back he is, and look at that. A huge whack of Mace Man. Well, my PD did a little bit of something. I don't think there's much to see here. 2 Van Jarls means there's really... Okay, he's got this one. Is this the Prophet? No. No gear on that Van Jarl. Where's the other Van Jarl? I thought I saw 2. I don't... Is that 2 here? No. Oh, there it is. Up over here. Okay, and that's not the Prophet. And again, no gear. So we'll speed this up just to see the buffs, because there's not a heck of a lot to see. We're throwing some sticks. Lots of sticks. So these guys protection 6. And a great falchion. So they're going to do real damage, although their attack and defense are very generic. Same with the Mace Man. Protection is average. Good defense. But that's because they have a shield. And the Makata gets smashed. The Atavi gets smashed. And look at that. The Van Jarls are going and they're going to get the commander. Right? Yeah, look at that. They get the archers and it's game over. Okay, simple, simple. Nothing much to see. Can't harm the walls yet. And my pretender should be here very soon. We hope. Not yet. Would have been nice. So I'm trying a little thing here. I'm going to try to take his PD with a sneak attack. This is pretty puny. I don't know if it'll do any good, but the only ones that can sneak are the Atavis. Okay, well, there was my thought behind it. Thought maybe I could, you know, jump out and stop him. I'm preaching. It doesn't do a heck of a lot, but it was that or defend. And as we could see, fortification is holding for now. So I guess that's turn 12. It's going to be a pretty short episode, I think. It's just not a heck of a lot to see. I'm moving scouts out, moving scouts around, keeping an eye on things. Now look at this. Look at this. I'm going to jump back to 11 because I have forgotten here. Let's just jump back. I have forgotten who owned those previously. So that was Nofia. Let's take a look. No, I didn't have anybody I couldn't see. So, okay. So there's Muspelheim showing up on turn 12. Let's jump back to turn 12 for a second. Got to do this jumping back and forth a little bit. I mean, this is a few weeks ago. Quite a few weeks ago. When did I play these turns? I can look this up, but this turn was mid-February. Well, it's not that far back. Just not even a week. Okay, so things are going pretty quick. I think that's it for 12. I don't see anything else. Let's just take a look at research. Okay, we're grabbing Mind Burn. That's the target. And next up is just a tiny bit of evocation, at least something, and a tiny bit of enchantment, basically astral. My pretender does have water and astral, which we'll see very soon. I still don't have a blast, so the sacreds really can't do much, but they're there. All right, let's move on to turn 13. I don't think there's a lot to see, but we'll take a look. Oh, okay, Lakshmi's awake. And, all right, that failed. And I think I know why, because I had forgotten that Helheim gets a Vanhurst as the PD commander. So basically, we've got a blast Vanhurst. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, this is not going to work. Now, if he had more PD, it's possible we could have killed enough to make it run. However, he's done the smart thing, which is buy only one PD. If you've got a PD commander this good, don't buy any PD. Just don't. Not worth it. Because you got the 75% hit point loss, causes everything to run away. So sure, we could chase away the troops, but no morale troubles here, and he hasn't even made a morale check yet. So this is gonna fail. Well, in hindsight, of course, this wasn't really worth the effort, but I don't know. I mean, the thing is, it means that I've at least said, hey, I'm not giving up. I'm going to try. And we didn't do that badly. It's always possible a lucky hit. See, he's already fatigued out. So there is a chance that we're not getting harassment. So let's look at the harassment. Is there any? No, I don't see any. So his stats, his defense is still way the heck up there. And the dread is working and the awe is working and yeah, that was hopeless. All right, so he's starting to damage the walls. Well, 40 points, not much. Pretender's awake. But I don't have any summons yet. So that's what I'm going for. You could see I'm going for Apsaras. They will help. They may not be amazing, but they're really cheap. And notice they're a scaling summon, so it's 5 for 3, but with the Astral here at 8, that's a significant bonus. So get a moderate number of those. It would have been nice if I could have afforded a Guru, and it would have been amazing if I had had the money to get a Yaksha or Yakshini. Now I'm stuck. Break Siege here, I'm not confident of it. I need a little bit of gear. You could see I'm making a ring mail and I'm making a pike. Okay, so let's take a quick look at why those. Whoops. So the enchanted pike, really long, good attack defense bonus, and the only shields I have are pretty craptastic. So it is generally when you only have trinkets. The enchanted spear's good, but the pike is better. More damage, quite a bit more damage. You know, we're looking 9 versus 7. It's magic, so it'll punch through the mist form. And then this is the only armor I can make yet, but at least it's something, because if we look at Lakshmi, she's got a crown, and hitting the head will be very hard. So there's a little bit, but most importantly, there's just no protection on the body. So we've got to get some protection. Now we're going to use buffs. She's not. I haven't scripted it, but we could take a look at the buffing choices. So Quicken Self. No point. Cheated Fate. Like Twist Fate. Yeah, you stop 1 point of damage, but is that really worth it? Probably not. So about the only one here is... but also I did get Body Ethereal. Now, of course, that won't do anything against probably the Vanyaros. But if my pretender did try to fight the mace men, the ethereal would help. So I've got some decent magic ready. And I've got a good chance of holding the walls. So I think that's it for 13. You can see there's really nothing much else to see. I can't buy any more scouts, so I have enough scouts to, in effect, see all of the adjacent capital provinces, and you can see that's what I'm doing. So I just want to keep an eye. If he loses the mercs, somebody else takes them, or whatever, then there's a chance to break out. Okay, let's look at 14. And that will be the end of this video for today. And obviously it's going to be a few days till I can show more. Although the game is cruising, but if we had a couple of delays, people, that was holiday weekend. Okay, research is doing fine. So we want this conjuration. We've got a few turns to go. And then afterwards, what have I gone for here? Well, we're kind of shooting towards Astral Shield, is basically the point. Okay, so protection is significantly improved. This isn't really enough for a huge tanking, but we can buff. And now we can see the bless. So here's my Whacktastic bless. Fate Weaving and Chill Aura. The cold resistance comes in with it. Maybe I should have gone Awake. I tried testing with Awake. This isn't a great bless for expansion. I mean, it just isn't that wonderful. The point of this bless was I was planning to see if I could deal with Muspelheim. It is not the greatest choice against Helheim. But, you know, you make those compromises. And the other point was I just thought it would be fun. I mean, this is just a game for fun. I think the rest of the people in it are all quite new. Not entirely new, but you know, and some of them are pretty knowledgeable. Now, what am I making here? Oh, I'm going to get the helmet. Okay, so I decided to spend a few Astral Gems on the helmet. I got 2 games with this pretender going. The other one, not a lot to say about yet, but I will. But I also did a whole bunch of videos on this whole Fate Weaving and playing with this pretender, and all of that went up. So it went up after I had started this game, I believe. But it was going up kind of at the same time. So my opponents kind of got a handicap there. They saw all kinds of ideas I had. They just didn't know which pretender I'd use. So there is not a lot else to see. Let's look at the fort again. Okay, so we're down almost 100. So we're going to need some more defenders. But at this rate, where were we? We were at 460. So this is going to take quite a few turns to crack the fort, unless he brings up a serious amount of additional siege power. And I don't see any. Mounted commander. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. So unless he starts bringing up a serious chunk of siege power, this is going to take a long time to crack the walls. What are we at? About 40 a turn, so it's 400. So we got 10 more turns before he can crack the walls. That's a long time. Well, I don't have a joke ready. So if I come up with something, I'll type it out. I'm going to say we are done for today. Shorter video, but not bad. And keep your eyes peeled for the next episode. In the interim, the video to follow this is going to be back to detailed testing of Bandar Log and Flagra. That's not related to the tournament, but I think it's going to be an interesting video. Well, thanks for watching, and keep your eyes peeled. Hopefully, my actual game 60 gets going far enough that I can start up a few turns. Have a good one, everybody. See you soon.